There was a time where I checked my bank account, it was negative $150. Probably more, but I'm gonna just stop there. And there's a lot of videos online talking about broke this, broke that. And not a lot of people want to listen to a younger guy. They want to know about the older age people that, you know, they made their mistakes. And I get it. Not watch them. The only thing about it is, what happens if we're the same age and I can tell you a way to get ahead? And it's going to take sacrifice. Let's just say you went off to college, you got that nice little taste of freedom. Or even if you're an adult, you got married like me, grew up, and then we went out and sacrificed and, you know, had hard times. But ultimately, you got that taste of freedom. You don't have to be under the roof of your parent, right? Or maybe you finally got that job that you desired, and for some reason, there's just bills upon bills. You have to have a car because you have to go to work, and you don't want to take public transportation because we all know it's kind of a cuckoo show on some stops. So all of these things culminate, and then 2024 hits, and boom, just automatically just destruction. Inflation's at 4%. The Federal Reserve or Feds just don't want to lower the interest rates. Credit cards are about 22% APR or APY, whatever you say about that. It's a mess. And getting a house, that made me have to spit out my gum. I gotta go pick that up. I'll pick it up, don't worry. I accidentally did that. But yeah, it's really becoming a problem. So what do you do? Like, if you went to college, you got a degree, but you're only getting paid $22, and you hear McDonald's is paying $22 out in California, what do you do? It's time to make a sacrifice. You know, for me, I definitely want to go out there, and I had many opportunities to be out on my own. I just made dumb decisions. And if anything, everybody around my age, all the way up to my dad's age, have to really realize that we are living in a time period that it's affecting almost everybody. I went to Culver's, and I had to eat some food. I want some better quality food than, you know, whatever junk is out there. Went to Culver's and got a meal. It's $14. Now, when you don't have a lot of responsibilities, $14 don't seem like an impact. But once you start changing your mind, you start changing how you operate. Now, I'll tell you guys, I love to trade stocks on Robinhood, and sometimes I hit, sometimes I'm not. But the thing is that I'm not a day trader. I'm kind of like at a weekly basis, and I always check it and make sure that it's going up. But a lot of us young guys don't get into stocks and interest of these type of things. We rather watch Kai Cenat dance around with Kevin Hart on Twitch. It's entertaining, I guess, for you. I would never sit there and watch another guy do that. I'd go to a movie, watch that, but I guess I'm a little bit of an old head. It's time for you to wake up. And I'll just say this, and this is not a video talking about stocks, but I have seen quite an improvement in my life. And so right now everything is down. Nvidia's taking off. It actually, when I first saw Nvidia, there's a lot of talk about stocks. We'll move on to other points. But I saw Nvidia go from $800. And now it's $800. It went now to like $1,200, over $1,200. When I invested, I didn't have a whole lot of money. I just put it down, and I got a return on it. I was like, and they did the stock split, so my money multiplied. Now, not everything's gonna be a win. Let me go ahead and share you a loss when it comes to stock, and we'll move on to other things that you could do. But GameStop, I heard about the hype. I heard about Roaring Kitty. He came onto the live stream joking, and it kind of was like, what? And my stock went boom. It hit the ground. Now I just gotta hope that it recovers. But it is something where I'm actually investing money. Some of that money would have went to something on Amazon. So the $100 that I was down one week would have probably went to something stupid. But now, the next week, it's up. The next thing that you have to do, if you have parents, right? I hate to say this, but live with them. if they don't treat you all that bad and it's not a horrible experience, you know, live with your parents, save money, stop trying to be like I'm the big dog. Listen, I'm a whole truck driver, and this is the thing. In my state, the amount of money I'm making is fantastic. I'm actually where I can live comfortably, but it doesn't reach my goals because I know myself, and I'd rather set some safety nets within my life. So when I set these safety nets, I'm like, okay, you know what? You know, I'd rather have this amount of money. Big Ward, if he watches this, shout out to Big Ward. His very first video that I've ever watched was "We're All Broke." And then he created a second video talking about we're all broke if we have under 10K. See, a lot of people look at 10K and they're like, dang, this is a giant number. I don't think I can ever achieve that number right there. I'm here to say that once you start actually just gaining money, you start saving, 10K ain't a whole lot. 10K ain't a whole lot. Now, to my age, 27, sure. But this is the thing. If you don't want to work for the rest of your life, you're going to start cutting stuff. Now, I have a daughter. Some of y'all don't even have kids and you're not even ahead. Look, every time my daughter comes around, when I have her, it's $100 here, $100 there. Clothes, this, that. Like, my ex-wife has her, my daughter Monday through Friday. And then my job on the weekend is to provide the experience for my daughter and so she can learn. And so with that combination, right, it adds up. And I guarantee you, if I didn't do what I had to do, I could not afford it. I could not afford a lot of the things I could do. And this is a thing. I already made a video about clubbing. It's dead. We're going to do a part 2 on it. But these are expenses that you just cannot afford. You cannot afford these things. You should be taking care. Some of people, look, I know you. And I was there too. I used to get in my car and I would let it get all the way down to almost close to E. Then I would fill it up. Every time I go to the grocery store, I get my groceries. I head on over. I got points. Excuse me, allergies. I have points. I use those points and I put them towards my gas, and then it reduces it. And I might be I don't let it go below half tank. You know why? Because mileage is better if you don't allow it to go all the way down. A lot of us got to change our mindset, and trust me, it took a lot within me to change my mindset, to get interested into my finances, to pay down debt. Like, do you know how hard it is to have a credit card and you got a balance that's almost maxed out? I'm getting real with y'all. That's almost maxed out, and you're like, dang, I got to pay this down. I paid my card off completely. And you know what? I could have used that money towards clothes, to a watch, to anything. And I had to pay my debt. Because a lot of us think, oh, I got a little savings account. Okay, you got a little savings account, but you got a lot of debt. You got a lot of debt. And you know who taught me that? My dad. My dad was like, what's your net worth looking like? And you know, that question, it bothered me at first because I didn't want to get into the finances. I knew I was behind. My dad knows what he's doing. But honestly, he's telling me, just like somebody that you work for, they are telling you what you need to get on. Now, it's up to you to get on it, or if they're exceeding. Now, if you've been doing your job and they still getting on you, well, that's their problem and your decision on how to move on that. But being broke right now, you have to look at avenues. Some people are you learn coding, you learn Python, you learn all these things, and yet you can't find a job. Well, guess what? It's time to pivot and find a job that's going to work for you. I was always in customer service, sales, and I'm a truck driver. Some of y'all are scared to get your hands dirty. Put gloves on. It'll keep them clean. I always wear gloves, and I'll do hard work. Like today, I've been dropping. I got pick up a trailer, drop a trailer, pick up a trailer, drop a trailer, pick up a trailer, drop a trailer. Do you know how tiring it is to pick up a trailer, drop a trailer? When I'm so used to just driving to my location, unload, drive to my next location, unload, and I'm done. That's a lot easier. Some of y'all be like, oh no, that's tiring. You got to change your mindset. Start winning. Start winning out here, because I'm telling you, there's opportunities that I did not even know about. It's because I lack the education. That's why people can go broke and they can make it all the way back, because I got the knowledge. I'm telling you, get out here. I got my link down in the description for Robinhood. I know some of y'all probably already have it, or you have a certain investment account, but open it up. It helps me out and it helps you out. Because guess what? I have made money. And some people, I know the people that are being real. I'm a truck driver. I'm 27 years old, and I'm not here to scam you. I'm here to tell you, hey, we can all win out here that watches this video. Because guess what? There is only, you think that I saw this guy that had 74,000 people watching that one video. 74,000. And I guarantee you only probably 100 to 1,000 people actually followed through. And we all want instant gratification. I watch my stock. My stock has been teaching me a lot. That life will go up one moment and it'll go down the next. Up, down, up, down, up, down. But eventually you see that this up, down movement is trajecting you to the sky. Now, if you want to be risky like me, do little penny stocks, you'll lose or you'll win. That's just the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Get your money up. Get out here. Be self-sufficient. If you're around my age, 21 to 30, it's not a time to play. It's a time to move. All right. Peace.